Hello Aries, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. My channel is still pretty new. It's just over a year old, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. If you've already subscribed, if you subscribe today, thank you so much. Thank you all so much. It really helps when you subscribe, but subscribed or not, thank you for being here with me. I love you all. Those of you who are new and don't know, I'm also an author. I'm writing a series. It's an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. This is book 1 here, which I have read aloud live on Facebook and uploaded all those videos to YouTube for you to enjoy for free. Just know that book 2 is published and available. All the links that you need for my books are in the description box below, including if you would like a personal reading, the information to contact me to schedule one is also in that description box. Okay, so welcome and welcome back everyone. As I usually do, I'll explain this week's, what I'm doing this week as quickly as I can. When I was thinking about what decks to use, I got this message of these decks right away. It was like Thursday or Friday, and it just came to mind, like boom, just like that. And I was kind of confused because it seemed kind of like a mishmash. You know how, if you've been here with me, you know I like my tarots and oracles kind of to match, you know, to have a theme. And these seemed just rather mishmashed. I'll be using the Tarot of the Divine by Yoshitani. It's inspired by deities, folklore, and fairy tales from around the world. It's one of my favorite decks. I think it's really beautiful. If I need to clarify, I'll use the Tarot of the Cloisters by Michelle Leavitt. And this was the first deck that came to mind. I was like, what? The Past Life Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue and Brian Weiss. I've been using this for personal readings. I didn't expect to use this for the general readings because I feel like past lives are pretty personal. But the Spirit was saying, get them out. And I was like, okay, but I've only got this little one. I don't even have the book. Oh, well for you, is what I got. So I am reading these intuitively, so it's working out just fine. And at the end, I will also be pulling some cards from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck by Angela Hartfield, and beautiful, beautiful artwork by Ekaterina Golovanova. She is so talented. She did this deck and the Whispers of the Ocean deck, and the imagery is just so rich and beautiful. Okay, so now I'm saying this as part of my beginning spiel too, about the kind of reader that I am. I'm a twin flame reader. If you don't know what that is, it's okay. You don't have to. Basically, I read for people who are consciously on their spiritual path every single day. This means learning about self-love. This means looking at yourself and forgiving yourself for things, forgiving others, healing, and basically on the path to enlightenment. Now, when I was 9, I gave my life to Spirit, or to God. Back then, I just knew about God. I didn't know about the Mother. And that journey has brought me here to this twin flame journey. Because what happens is when you go looking for enlightenment, when you work on yourself, when you try to become as a very, very good person, a very high vibrational, happy person that is walking fully in the light of with spirit, you become a pretty strong energy, and that pulls in a counterpart, which is what happened for me. And a very accurate psychic told me I was a twin flame as well, way before I even knew what the heck that was when I was like 23. So it all came true. And so if you are not on your spiritual path that you walk every single day, I may not be the reader for you. Okay? So as a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. That is the plan that you wrote as your higher self for your own life before you incarnated, so that you would encounter and hopefully learn important lessons of life that, when learned, raise that vibration, that raise the wisdom, the amount of wisdom that is encoded in your soul. Free will makes it possible for us to lower in vibration during a lifetime, but if you can manage to rise lifetime after lifetime, or even significantly during one lifetime, such as this one, you may become enlightened. Like Buddha, Jesus, Isis, and Thoth, we know that these people affected a great deal of positive change on our planet. So when I'm looking at your major arcana cards, it's a lot like looking at your destiny or your fate, but it is not exactly because of your free will. Your free will is very powerful. Now, there are times that something happens that we had absolutely no control over. We do write those into our divine blueprint that way. Those times are indicated to me by the Wheel of Fortune card, or an unusual number of major arcana cards, of which you have neither. So let's get started. So basically, the messages that I could only get from this particular tarot, if you've been here with me before, you know that I like to work with the energies that the tarots are created with. So I'll be checking this out, the little book that came with it, if I feel like I need to. And the past life shows you what past life energies, and even in this energy, this life's energy, what you're working with, you know, what energies you're trying to heal from the past. And then the Ganesha deck clarifies what, you know, it gives you more advice for your spiritual path, okay? So, right here at the heart of everything, we have the Justice card in the reverse. Okay, this is the major arcana card for Libra. And Justice is balance. Okay, so I'm feeling like there's some balance that has been off. Okay, there may be a Libra who is not currently in your life, or is, you may be dealing with some injustice. Okay, I'm going to check out which story this is, because I think he's Japanese. Oh, dang it, he's not. He's Korean. Oh, excuse me. I said that the other day. I thought that he was Japanese. Well, I'm sorry. Okay, so he's Korean. His name is Amhang Yosa. It says, justice is power wielded with both intelligence and impartiality. It is making decisions with all of the facts and accepting the consequences of any choice made. It is punishment of the corrupt and promotion of the deserving. However, you have this in the reverse, so this says bias, false accusations, intolerance, abuse, and dishonesty. So this is the energy that's at the heart of everything for you right now, Aries. The energy that is crossing this justice in the reverse is basically justice itself. This is the King of Swords. The King of Swords does represent justice. Okay? So this injustice is being crossed. The energy is being affected by the energy of justice. Okay? This is not just justice, though. This is more, if you have a legal issue, some injustice was done to you, justice is being brought. This is okay, so this is a masculine energy, this king. This could be Libra or another air sign. This is, I think that's a griffin. Hang on. Yeah, it's a griffin. This is a Persian mythology. Persia is modern day, it's called Iran. The King of Swords represents wisdom enhanced by power. the griffin is a noble and intelligent creature soaring over land and sea, a symbol for patience, perseverance, and judgment. Oh, so this is, it says authority, structure, logic, self-discipline, and loyalty. That's very interesting. You know, I was getting a lot of griffin messages last year around April and May. So it's interesting to see this. Now, this masculine energy here, loyalty, self-discipline, there's authority going on here. But this, you know, this also says judgment, perseverance, patience, perseverance, and judgment. And when you have judgment and justice together, there may be a legal case going on here. Okay, so this injustice is, justice is going to fix this imbalance and right this. And with this sacred masculine energy. Okay? There's a difference between sacred masculine and distorted masculine. This is the root of this whole thing. And looky-loo, it's you. So what we have here is even more authority. This is like, this is your card, but what I'm getting right off the bat is that this is the way of the land. These are the laws of the land. This is the, like, it represents government. Of course, I do see you in your upright emperor energy. You are standing in your sacred masculine energy self. Look at how you're holding this big giant sword. You know who this is? This is King Arthur. Look at his giant sword. So this has to do with truth, okay? Because justice always holds the sword of truth. This is the King of Swords. He also holds the sword of truth. This is also very much Archangel Michael protecting. And then look at again. You don't always see the emperor with a sword, let alone such a giant sword. This is the sword that he pulled from the stone, something that seemed impossible. This is a very special person. Only he could pull this from this stone. He is the sacred masculine energy, and so he is good to his subjects. He is, yeah, and I feel like the sun is behind him because the sun is the masculine energy. So there is justice, truth, rightness going on with this masculine energy. This is very sacred energy. I feel like this King of Swords and the Emperor energy are almost the same because they've seen an injustice, and I feel like this griffin is swooping in to deal with that. This is the energy of your recent past that is moving out of your life at this time. This is the Knight of Swords. So this is some movement here. You've experienced some movement and it was very quick. It may have come out of nowhere. The Knight sometimes brings a message with him, but a lot of the times he's the fastest knight in the deck. And so I believe that some sort of truth just came swooping in like this griffin. You know, you're standing there here with this giant sword of truth that only you can wield. Look at how strong you are standing there in your power. You know exactly what's up now. What I'm thinking is this Knight of Swords brought some information. This is truth. This is intellect. This is someone who can they're all brilliant. Okay, this air energy is genius energy. And I think that a message came in here that, I don't have the Ace of Swords, but my goodness, I've got enough swords of truth here, including here in this Knight of Swords, to feel like something was clarified. You realized this was unjust. Whatever this was, I think this is what you realized. We'll see what your current state of being says. Now, for me as a reader, these two cards over here are these are future cards, and the first one we'll look at here is the Ten of Coins. Okay, so this is the happy family energy, but it's in the reverse. So you're going to be dealing with some, this is the family that you come from, where you inherit your money and or DNA. This is, sometimes this is inheritance, okay, or a great sum of money coming in. However, this is in the reverse for you. So I just kind of feel like what this is I'm looking for a word here. It's like toxic family energy. Okay, when your family has dysfunctional. Thank you. This is a dysfunctional family energy. Okay. And then what we have here is the card of Gemini, the Lovers, which is my card of twin flame love, unconditional love. Unconditional love. He's not even human, but she loves him and adores him. He can go off and say mean things and be really scary, but she loves him anyway because she knows his heart. She knows him maybe even better than he knows himself. The Beast went through a lot of distorted family energy. You know, if you look at Disney's Beauty and the Beast, he was left alone and he just raged, and he was raging every day, and people were terrified of him. And she comes along with her sacred feminine energy of patience, unconditional love, kindness, wanting to know him. See, she's got this third eye too. She feels him intuitively, and he's got a third eye as well. And it's like they want to put their third eyes together, and I think they probably would have drawn them like that if they didn't want us to see their faces, okay? But in the Two of Cups, we have Enkidu and Gilgamesh, and they have their third eyes together. So this is what I'm seeing here. This is twin flame love. This is sacred feminine. This is sacred masculine. You've got your sacred masculine down. But for some reason, there's a separation. This means a separation of a partnership, or a separation or divorce in a marriage. And so, and this also represents a major choice, okay, a decision to be made. And so you may not be making that decision. If this is a love reading, this is not coming in. This is separation. This is divorce, and this is the distorted family energy, the dysfunctional family. So it looks like there was some injustice done here, and justice is coming in, and so it looks like there is a divorce headed for some of you. If injustice was done to you, then But, all right, so this is your hope card, the Hermit, a Virgo card. Now, I don't know, what this is telling me is that maybe you're not doing a whole lot of hoping, because this is the Dark Night of the Soul card. You may be, you're in your divine masculine energy, but if you're in the Dark Night of the Soul, you just want to be alone. You just want to be left alone. You want to find out what brings you joy. What are you going to do now? I feel like this is the white heart of the Enchanted Forest deck that I have, which is the Fool energy. And you have followed this Fool into the Enchanted Forest to see what you can learn. However, it does not look like you're going to be left out in the cold here, because that's what this is. The Five of Coins is being left out in the cold, where nobody cares about you, or you feel like nobody cares about you. This is, you know, you're having financial issues. You're having, you know, this energy is the cup is half empty instead of half full. This is the lack mentality. However, you're not in that anymore. This is your current state of being. And this is finances improving. This is being able to pay your debts. This is being able to, this is positive financial change. There may even be, well, this is improved finances, okay? This is a type of recovery financially. So this is good. You're not feeling left out in the cold. You're not having financial issues. So this is good. You're feeling very strong. You're feeling in your own power. You're feeling in your own energy. You're feeling in control. This is your fear. The Four of Coins is the Miser card. This is the story of the vulture's wife. And the vulture is very, the vulture just took this poor girl for his wife. She is not happy about it, but he doesn't care. He's happy. And he's very possessive of her, and he hides her away from the rest of the world. That's why he is the Miser card. And look, we've got the hummingbird in the background, representing freedom that is not very close by. It's just kind of off in the distance. So I think that you're afraid of letting go. I think you're afraid of, letting go of something that you've been holding on to very tightly. This is also a card of, you know, watching your money. Okay, so if you've been watching your money because of this, you know, you got this 5 here, and I would just like to point out that this is the 4 of Coins and this is the 5, so it's like you're right in the middle of some kind of process when it comes to your money. But this is letting go. This is maybe you being afraid of spending too much money, or like, if I stop watching my money, will I get poor again? Or, you know what I mean? There's something you're afraid to let go of. So something's not over. This is the World card. When the World card is right side up, that means the cycle is complete. And this particular card, I believe it's a Maori legend. This is a happy ending, a completion of a cycle that brings triumph and joy for these two people who are in love. But what you've got here is the world is in reverse. There's a cycle that is not over. And I'm just going to go ahead and check out this reversed meaning in this deck, because I'm feeling question marks. Yep. It is a Maori legend from New Zealand. It's Hinamoa and Tutanakai. Why do I have such a hard time saying his name? The world is the happily ever after ending following a difficult journey. Hinamoa and Tutanakai represent the victorious conclusion, a positive outcome most desired. However, a conclusion also heralds the start of a new journey. But when this is in the reverse, this says imperfection, disappointment, shortcuts, short-sightedness, and anxiety. The underlying energy of this read is the upside down 8 of Wands, which is no communication. Yep, no communication when somebody in the past offered a cup of love. Oh, King of Wands. Before that, this could be you. This could also be a Leo, but this is your energy, man or woman. It doesn't matter if you're in your sacred masculine energy here. You could have been in your sacred masculine energy here. And then before that, the Page of Coins, presenting some sort of opportunity. An opportunity was presented, and you became very powerful. But there's no communication. This is the Rainbow Crow. Let me see if there's anything that this can add to this. But basically, the 8 of Wands in the reverse is no communication. So yeah, this says lethargy, delays, bad timing, slowness, and frustration. Yeah, the Rainbow Crow, a Lenape legend from North America. The 8 of Wands represents quick, decisive actions. Quick, decisive action, but this communication was not done. The Rainbow Crow flies quickly to deliver warmth to the cold earth below, singeing his wings in the process. His sacrifice and swift journey are fruitful. However, so I feel like there's probably a lack of sacrifice here. All right, let's go ahead and get your past life cards and your Whispers of Lord Ganesha and see what past lives these energies are from and what Ganesha suggests you do about it. Please don't forget to like. Also subscribe and maybe check out my books. They're great too. You can, like, if you take a bath, you could listen to it, or you could, if you're vacuuming, you could plug in with your earbuds or something, or, just if you want some time alone, you could say, hey, I'm going to be listening to this book. I need an hour by myself once a week or once a day or whatever. It's a great excuse to have some time by yourself. So if you check those out, thank you all so much. Thank you for everything. All right. Whoa, that came out fast. What else? Okay. Is there anything else anything else? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just gotta get this one. All right. Sorry about that noise, guys. That was involuntary. All right, let's just go ahead and put that this way. Leave those there. I kind of like them to be a surprise. Now let's get you a card or two from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha. I really liked it. I like it when signs get their own major arcana card and they're right side up. I like to see that. I see that you're in your sacred masculine energy and in your own energy very strongly, and standing by your truth, standing with your truth. Like you've got a great big sword of truth there. All right. Let's see what Ganesha needs to say to Aries. Okay. Wow. That was freaking fast. I'm going to take this one and, well, I'm going to take them all. Okay. Acceptance. Revelation and decision. Okay, so I'm reading these in order, so I'll read revelation, then decision, then acceptance. So let's see what we got here for your... Whoa! You had a biblical life. Okay, so I want you to know right now that if you've always suspected this, you're right. Yeah, I know. I know it can be mind-blowing. Especially if it's someone from the Bible that's pretty frickin' famous. But there you go. I mean, come on. I mean, you know, people lived and they die and they come back. And there's more people on earth now than there was back then. And so, of course, we've got biblical souls running around right now. All right? So that's one life you got going on. Health. The caduceus. Tough. I think this has to do with your health right now. Someone's health right now. This is your current life. You may not, well, be careful. When we go through the dark night of the soul, sometimes this is, you know, basically this is depression. Yes, you're very powerful standing there, but he's got a sword of truth in his hand. He's got a wand of passion. I don't even know why I needed to say that. But I want to tell you, be careful not to allow this to just pull you down into a depression, because that's going to affect your health. Wow, lessons and blessings. Yeah, okay, so what I feel from this is that it's only a matter of time. I think you've already learned some lessons that have to do probably with this biblical life, but blessings are coming. There may be blessings that you don't see, blessings you didn't see, and as well as blessings that are coming. Transportation. You may have, in your past life, you may have had something to do with transportation, but this just is talking about modern times right now for me as well. You may have an issue with transportation right now. Maybe your car is broken. Maybe that's what happened here. Maybe you drove your car too fast and crashed it or something, or Um, Maybe you got into a car accident, but you're having an issue with transportation, I feel. All right, let's go ahead and there's just something I wanted to check in this. Right, okay. Alrighty, so that's for this one, but I'm gonna start with this one. Okay, 15, revelation. So you may have had a revelation recently, which is this truth that we seem to be dealing with here. Truth, 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 you know? And it must have, maybe this is what came in so quickly, okay? There's some sort of revelation. Look at all the purple in here as well. So you may have received this revelation through your mind's eye. It may have just hit you out of nowhere. 1 + 5 = 6, so it may have something to do with love. We are sort of looking at a divorce here. Let's see what this says. Get ready for key changes in your external and internal worlds. You have come to the end of a cycle, and it is time for you to create something new. This is the end of a cycle, but like this is not. Like this cycle is not over. Maybe it's a different cycle. Like whatever this is talking about, somehow it's not over, but there's something else. Maybe with this revelation, a different cycle is over. Okay, so through this card, Ganesha is indicating that it is time to break down some of the structures that you have created in your world. This has the potential to feel painful and challenging if you resist the process. Oh dear. This revelation coming to you may relate to your ego and your illusion of separateness from others. You will develop a new perspective on things, and your revelation will help you grow stronger, wiser, and more composed. You might encounter some challenges along the way, but these are necessary for your spiritual growth and enlightenment. Honesty will bring about a positive change, even if you experience some pain and anxiety throughout the process. So all these swords is truth, which is another way of saying honesty. Sometimes, though, like a sword, honesty and truth can be a little cutting. It can hurt, okay? When you begin to reach for your goal, you will come to realize that your true security and strength lie within yourself and your relationship with the universe, and not in some false belief system or artificially created world. Be willing to reveal your truth to those around you. Be willing to reveal your truth to those around you. All right. Somebody said, you know exactly what that is about. Decision. Okay, so even though these are very far in number, this is 15 and this is 31, which equals a 4, which is stability. These colors speak to each other, and you know, I'm holding it like this, and I'm noticing, look at how this piece of this same type of cloth that he's wearing in both of these, it's sweeping into, it looks like it's connected, how I'm holding it right like that. See, oh, there it goes. Now it's perfect. Do you see that? That's crazy. Not crazy, but that's so interesting how Spirit is showing me these things with these cards. Okay, so obviously these two go together somehow. Let's see what this has to say. Wow, decision. Okay, so consider all of your options to make an informed choice. Oh, see, look, this Lover's card is also the card of choice. So you may not be making a choice. What exactly do you want in this situation? Are you satisfied with the way things are moving in your life? Ganesha is guiding you to know that your desires are within your sights. Odds are in your favor. The decision that is before you is either sticking with what you know or breaking out and trying something new. This is a time for veering out into a new adventure or making a decision that deviates from your typical trend or habit. Ganesha will gift you with a greater understanding of who you are and what you are capable of creating. Zero in on a goal. Take the step to make the selection. You have worked really hard and really evolved through your life lessons. Get ready for a change. Yeah, life lessons, lessons and blessings. So I believe these lessons are going to bring you blessings. Get ready for a change. Motivate yourself by taking time to rejuvenate. Treat yourself. You're already doing that. Taking time for yourself. Treat yourself to simple things that bring you joy. Discover new activities that take you away from routine. As you move through your day-to-day schedule in new ways, you create new thoughts. When Ganesha is holding the mace called Gada, he is challenging you to be more decisive. Once you start being more strong-minded, you will create the opportunity to reflect on your longer-term goals and desires. Then, you'll be in a better position to plan ahead and ensure you achieve those goals. Didn't one of these cards talk about short-sightedness? Was it this one, the 10 of coins? Okay, so once you, you'll then be in a better position to plan ahead and ensure you achieve those goals. You benefit now from a newfound sense of confidence and are ready for a major change. You might consider travel to exotic places, further education, or a major career change at this point. This will expand your learning and development and grow your horizons beyond your immediate environment. With careful planning and a moderated approach, you will set yourself up for success now and moving towards the future. So I feel like these two go together. This decision has to do with this, what this was pointing out. That's why at the end Ganesha said to say, you know what this was about. You know, the first thing that came to mind, that's what it's about. Or whatever really feels, well, you know what it's about, okay? Whatever first came to mind or not. But these definitely go together. Because, oh my, how those two cards go together. Now, 39. Okay. Okay, acceptance. 3 plus 9 equals 12. That also equals 3. So, all right, acceptance. There is a great freedom in accepting things as they are. You cannot move forward on your path until you release some of the blame, anger, and sorrow that you have collected on your life's journey. Ganesha is asking you to forgive those from the past who have hurt you and to be willing to forgive yourself too. Open your heart to the world outside and to the one within. This deeper state of recognition and acceptance is what pushes you forward in your spiritual adventure. Love without judgment and live without predetermined opinions. Accept and express your true self. The ego is beginning to align with the soul. What a relief! You don't have to control everything, fix everything, and know everything. If you have been overly serious and tense, you now start to remember happiness. You may find that you can laugh at things instead of getting infuriated. Your contentment in life improves dramatically when you harness your ability to look at the world from a more spiritual perspective. The image of Ganesha holding the banana symbolizes humility and an awareness of not placing too much importance on your thoughts or beliefs in this situation. His potbelly signifies the bounty of nature. I gotta turn the page. It is said that Ganesha consumes the sadness of the universe and protects the world. Oh. Learn to honor the values of others that may differ from your own. See the beauty of diversity. Once you see this beauty, it will open you to recognizing and accepting the beauty that resides within you. So I'm not going to say how many cards you have because of how much control you have or not, because I feel like Ganesha is saying that this is, you're learning how not to control. Okay, the Emperor in the reverse is a control freak, but that's not you. That's not your energy. So that's it. I guess that's your reading. That was really deep. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, Aries. I'll see you next time.